Welcome back to the Titanium Hanger. This is Mike, and today is Saturday. What's a Saturday for anyway? I mean, you're gonna watch Pixel Dan and Toy Federation and maybe even Bobby Val, but this is Rosscon, July of 26, which is a little bit odd that it's been kind of quiet at Ross for a couple months. Now it's starting to pick up, and I'm going to show you what I see, but I'm also going to include Target clearance stuff that I see at the Walmart and a few other things, and maybe it helps you out. You can have an idea what to look for. I don't do toy hunts because those don't do well on my channel, so just me talking about what I see is the best. And some of this stuff's not on clearance, some of it is. Hopefully it helps you out. Hopefully it's a little bit of fun. And I got a little bit of news talk about while we talk about this, and I'll probably still include it in my Sunday news, but a little preview news coming up. Alright, so I'm gonna get you on the hook here after I talk about all of the clearance stuff or deals I'm seeing. I'm actually going to talk about loyal subjects here, and I've got news and news and news about this. I ordered all of this except one, but let's get into this. I'll talk about this after the deals. All right, so we've got this Revelations figure here. Is it even Evelyn? Is that Evelyn? I remember getting this figure. I have it somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it was $40. So if you were to buy the figure, pay the shipping and the tax, it's $40 for really it's not really worth more than a $20 figure, especially at the time when all the Masterverse stuff was, Revelation stuff was $20. But that's when I learned that Mattel Creations was not a deal. That's at Rosscon. This is a Walmart now. $11.50 for these figures. Blackfire, Red Tornado, and Monarch, and $11.50. If you want those figures, that's not a bad price, actually. Really, thinking about it. I passed. I don't need them. But now that I think about it, I probably should go get a Red Tornado. Alright. Tomorrow. It's on my to-do list. Oh, gas prices are way cheaper than that now. Like $3.08. Sorry, that shouldn't be in here. And here's Optimus Prime. The Shard Prime. Yeah, it's not on sale, though. It's $60. I would still go with the MD05 or something like that from Show Z Store. All right, moving on to Back to the Future Lego, the Time Machine. I thought 25 was still kind of high, and I don't really like Lego, but I love Back to the Future, so I was torn. And I took the picture, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave it for somebody that's going to enjoy putting it together. I'm probably just going to a scalper that's going to resell it, but I don't care. I'm not putting it together. I really would have just kept it in the box. And so I don't do Legos anymore at all. So I leave those for those who enjoy it. So if you enjoy it, go look for it. This is not on sale. This is Target. This was Target. And I don't know I should have scanned them for the price. I don't know if they're in the right spot. I don't know. It's just where they were. But they're putting out He-Man and Skeletor again, so you can get the main characters for your Origins. I mean, they had it like for 3 solid years just clogging up shelves. But since it was its own SKU and category, it didn't stop the other figures from flowing. The other figures stopped the other figures from flowing. Back to Target here, we've got clearance. Now it's up to 50% off. So here's a little hint. Here's a hint. If you're going to try to wait it out, just wait a couple more days. If it's still there, it goes to 70. But 50 is pretty close. But it won't go past 70, and they will salvage it. You won't get it. They'll just send it away, and it'll go to Ross. That's how that works from what my electronics guy was telling me. Here's the other thing about all this. There's also like Bart that turns into a fly, like the Fly. So if you want that figure, check your Targets. It's like they're holding them in the back, and they only have room for 2 on the shelf at a time. 13 bucks, not bad. One piece. This is back to Ross, and here we are with the TMNT NECA monsters and Universal monsters. They got Invisible Man, Mummy, Creature, 15 bucks each instead of 40. Not a bad deal, in my opinion, but I don't collect this, so I don't care. But I think other people do. I wonder if Invisible Man glows in the dark. Back to Target, we've got McFarlane here. The reason it's bouncing around is because this is just the days I've seen it. So I'm compiling like a month here. But it says it's now 50% off. Still might go to 70. So there it is. And I don't know, is that like a monster? Like a when Iron Man had like a Hulkbuster thing or whatever. All right, shut up. Back to Ross. Okay, so this He-Man was 13 bucks, $12.99. It is 2000X cartoon series, and it's a cool looking He-Man. I did buy this. I got this. I thought it was cool. I got the Simpsons stuff too. So all the Simpsons stuff I did indeed get. Now, I think I showed this in the news, but I'm still showing it again. The Super Friends, if you still find them in your Targets, they're clearancing them off. Probably 50% now. Like, everything in that area is kind of hit the 50. It might hit 70. I did get a Black Manta. The Blue Manta, technically. But I did get that on sale. And I got an $8 one. So I'm gonna open one and put it on my display and all that fun stuff. I like to keep one sealed. That seems to be a tough one to get. And always, I don't know why. It's a tough one to get. Now, this wasn't on clearance, but I saw it in OKC with the Thundercats Monkeyin. Now, it seems like these disappeared. They're gone from Targets, and now it's back. There's some other stuff back there if you want to look at it, check it out. But thought it was kind of fun to show it because I just hadn't seen it in a while, and you know, I try not to travel more than like 6 miles from my house. So when I pick a day that I go further, I call it a road trip, find more stuff. Now, Target is doing this thing where you get buy 2, get 1 off, one free from NECA. Now, here's the deal. NECA is great. They've got a lot of great stuff, and shelves were overflowing. But now this has been, I guess, what you call zoned, straightened up. But it was massively overflowing, lots of stuff, and like cram jammed in there. If you look at it from the side, it's empty. Feels like nothing's there because 2 or 3 days of the sale, and I didn't think it was that great of a deal. Buy $80, get a $40 figure for free, but it works. I guess it did work. This is clear now. If you want it, you might be able to parlay all that into getting this little evolution gremlin with, was it Stripe, and then Gremlin, and then Gizmo, and sad face Gizmo, but 40 years of Gremlins. Plus, you know, you have to buy that, another one, and then get another one for free. I might have shown these already in another video, but 15 bucks. So this is where Rosscon starts to fail us, because these cartoon ones were showing up for $5 or $4.99, yeah, and now they're 15. That's triple the price. Now there's a lot of components that go into that they can't get it as cheap as they could, or they just want to capitalize on collectors buying at Ross. I don't know what it is, but at the same time, $20 figures for 15 is great, but it's not as great as $5 like we saw for a while. And we got more stuff going on at the Rosscon. Wolfman, I guess I might have already shown that. For some reason, this looks different than what I saw in the other picture. We've got some more of the movie stuff. I don't know a whole lot about the movie NECA. I don't collect it. But there's the Casey Jones, there's the Splinter, and I guess Shredder before he became Shredder and all that kind of stuff. But if you're into that stuff, it's showing up at Ross now, so go get it. Now, I guess today is when you're going to watch this. 15% off, June 27th, yeah, 15% off everything till July 3rd. If there's stuff at your Ollie's that you want, customer appreciation event. If you want lawn and garden patio stuff, 25% off across the board. So Loyal Subjects has up on their site right now. I did pre-order this full price, all this first time ever. I pre-ordered this through them, but let's get talking about this. This is the My Pet Monster football monster, and the vintage one goes for like $400, tattered and beaten. This is, I would say, half the size, maybe 1/3 the size, but it's all I would need. I don't really need to go after all this. I loved it for 6 months when I was a kid, but at first I was really off-put by them being smaller, but now it's kind of like, I would rather have this than the vintage, in my opinion. You know, $400 for the vintage, $60 for this. I got it. So, have it coming in. And then we've got Matt Tracker in his clear. Now, okay, so it glows in the dark. It's the Thunderhawks, all that. $75. I will say I'm a little intrigued by the glow in the dark clear. Kind of the split seconds feeling going on here. But I don't own any of this. I don't own any Loyal Subjects. And I'm not a fan at all of Loyal Subjects. But I did order on their site the first time ever. We'll see how it goes. And if it goes bad, I'm just gonna voice my opinion. Let you know my experience. Glows in the dark. So it's blue when it's not glowing in the dark, but it glows in the dark green. So still cool, still fun, interesting, and definitely worthwhile. Not something I can do with a vintage one. So the whole wave one, I've got it. This is the kind of stuff that I think really is attractive to pick up. And the 40th anniversary black and gold is cool, but not for a premium. But this is a premium, $75 for what they were charging, $60, and really, in my mind, should have been $50 or $40. But I did get it. The FOMO, I guess, got me. What the FOMO are you talking about? We also got Condor over here, which I think he looks pretty cool. And it is the same kind of grid pattern, the same kind of glow in the dark, same kind of all that. But it's, what was it, 30? Oh gosh, 50. Oh my gosh. I did pre-order it though. Ships Q3 of 2026. 50. Oh my god. Why did I do that? I wasn't paying attention, I guess, but oh, whatever. I did the shop pay thing in 6 different payments, whatever. It is what it is. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. My first foray into this company, but I got a rumor. Take this with a grain of salt. Just understand. I did not make this up. Just passing it along. My understanding is John Warden is leaving Loyal Subjects and going to Lego Creative Play Labs as Director of Global Prototype Development in Denmark. So, is that really what's going on? Lego has a bold vision for its CPL/PD prototype team. Mission, I don't want to read all that, but so is John Warden leaving. If John Warden, this feels very reminiscent of what just happened with everyone leaving Hasbro's classified team with Lenny and Tony, and Corey got canned for no reason, according to Hasbro and Corey. But with all this, it's so reminiscent. I imagine that the line doesn't have a whole lot of legs past Wave 2. And maybe John Warden just didn't survive wave 1. Like, we'll work on wave 2 as I find another job, because that's just how it goes. I mean, really, it's hard to come back from how bad the delivery on wave 1 was, but fans are actually willing to accept it if wave 2 was better. If they learned lessons and improved and did better, the fans would accept it and then buy wave 1 on clearance. But the fact is that with him leaving, it makes me think that nothing's going to be different with wave 2. I don't own any of this shit. I've got it all for the vintage, and this isn't really worth the upgrade, except for these glow-in-the-darks, but we'll see what happens. All right, so the mission is Rosscon. How did you like all of that? Did any of this help you out at all? And with that, are you going to pick up any of this stuff? Is this all stuff that, like, it deserves to be at Ross because it sucks? Or, man, I missed it here and wish I can find it at Ross. Go find it. Go find it. I don't travel more than 6 miles outside of my range 90% of the time. And so I'm literally putting 15 miles on my car a day, maximum, to do a toy hunt. And with that, I found all this. I didn't buy it all, I just found it. But and then let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe. Tell your hanger. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.